Okay, I'm working on a Fedders air conditioner. Not my thing to do before any of y'all pros start criticizing me. This is see if I can get a good light on it. Fedders Unitary Products A24C1X A24C1X. I didn't try to take film of this. I was just trying to get it done, but it cracked at the outlet. Somebody like me, I probably did it, and people who worked on it did it. I don't know that the guy that installed it didn't do it, but the condensate line, I didn't have an overflow. I don't have an emergency pan. See, that's not knocked out. This one, it broke. You can see the crack right there, and it's actually cracked right here. I've actually cut some rubber and tried to use the JB Weld epoxy 4400 psi right here to help support it. I've also JB welded the crack right through here. I'm gonna get a little bit better picture of it. There's a crack that runs right toward the outlet right in here. I'm considering damming this up right to the outlet. It serves no purpose. It goes underneath the coil support. And look underneath there, get the light in here. You'll notice the gap increases as you go. The coils are supported by this little slide support right here. You can see it with the nut, and also up here with a cross member that just bolts from the top and pushes up against this. Otherwise, sorry for the flipping around, but I'm trying to show you. This thing's pretty well, that's it. That's all that supports it. Okay, other thing is, interestingly enough, my contractor originally was kind enough to support this off the floor joist, so every time the air conditioner cuts on, we feel the vibration. I know that someday I'm gonna support it off the floor, but you can see I'm getting lots of condensate on my ground, and I've known I've had to do something for a while. If you look, I've taken the pipe, the return vent off. Actually, I'd like to say I did it on purpose, but it came off anyway. After a while, the condensate went across, and I use this space a lot for different things, like Christmas. So I'm going to put a pump, and I got a plastic line, and I mounted me a conduit to run it through and come out where it used to, over yonder, behind that return. So that's the project I got going on. So what I'm going to do is just drop an L down into the pump. I'm going to have the pump elevated. Of course, you got to get it level, all that good stuff. And then I'm going to run it along this unistrut, mount it off the unistrut, and my conduit ends right there. You can see I already put the tube in there. So It's Sunday night, and I'm going to close it down and do it some other time, and I'll catch back up with you. Okay, I let this, I glued this like I said I was going to glue it. And I let it sit. This is Friday. I did all that on Saturday and Sunday. Let it sit. I actually put the piece in there, the threaded piece, in the threads to give it some rigidity. I went ahead and just glued it. I put a little stabilizing piece right here that I made. I tried to make one on the other side, but that just didn't work out. So I kept this one in there. Applied a lot of epoxy glue. I used JB Weld 4,400 psi, and I applied a lot of it. I put 2 pieces of rubber that I had in the shop down here to actually make a channel into the pipe itself, just to divert everything away from that side, and that's where the crack was. So instead of gluing just the crack, I was gluing this piece across the crack too to give it some rigidity. I've already ran water through it once, and as I said I was going to do, I got rid of the pipe that went all the way across there toward where you see my vent, and it turned and went out where my air conditioner unit is, right in the middle of the crawl space. I bought me a condensate pump. I got me a piece that actually is got a telescoping pipe in it, so it made it easy to put it into the it's only a couple, like $2 or $3, so I went ahead and got that. Of course, I got my trap in here. You're trying to keep gases out of your, or actually trying to keep steam from getting out of your unit, as well as, you know, just trapping junk before it gets to the condensate pump. Every so often I figure I'm going to have to blow that out. So what I've done here is actually put a T in. I'm going to put a cap here. I'm not going to leave this screw here, or maybe I will, I don't know. I'd probably put a cap there, because same thing, if I leave that bolt there, the steam will get out. But it gives me a place to stick a hose and blow through the trap. Anyway, I'll leave all this loose. I won't glue it in. Everything's glued in, primed and glued. I don't know if that was necessary with such a, you know, you're draining, so you're at a low head, but you know, maybe a plumber can comment on that. I'm not a plumber. But anyway, so I got my T, piece of pipe, elbow. I use my existing stuff, so I cut a piece of pipe that go into my elbow that had the union in it, and the trap. I think my trap might be turned backwards, but that's the only way I could really get it in there, so nobody needs to comment on that. But anyway, then it goes into an L and down to my piece that I was talking about, the telescoping line. I got power to the condensate pump, so I'll you can watch it run. Simulate condensate. I got my wife's favorite flowering pot. Don't tell her. So I'll sit here and let it spill into my pan. It also shows that if my pan is going to hold water. Tried it once and it seems to be doing fine. You see, it's got a light that says that it is powered, the green light. There will be like an orange light that cuts on in just a second. Show that it is indeed pumping. I guess it got enough water here. So much should be. There we go. Let me see. One light and on. We are good. Get the dirt off of it. Pops it down. Let me bring it over here. You'll see the way I did this is we got tubing that I ran up, and I put me a conduit, which is the same size pipe that I had. I just used it to run it over here. You can see, I think my flash is turned off, I'm sorry. But the tube is running there and down and out of the house. My battery's running low, so my flash turned off, unfortunately. So I'll show you from the house, outside the house. Right now I got the tube running out here, so get a little nice little puddle of water. So here we are outside the house. There's my tube. Air conditioners. Don't buy Fedders. And then goes along here and out there. I don't know if that's my permanent setup or not. Consider just coming over here and bringing it up a little bit. Of course, you'd be weed eating and everything else. I don't want to get crap in it. The sound of success. There's my two overflow safety switches. It tells if the pump's actually running, I guess. Actually, you can see I ran it over here and down my stupid mount that the original contractor made. Into the pump. We've already seen the pump work, so I know it works. I left my bucket in here just in case something else leaks. Hadn't found out if it's totally leak proof yet, so but appears to be pretty good, so I'm happy for now.